Hey guys, Steph from Lifestyle here. Today we're going to talk about Amazon Mechanical Turk, also known as MTurk, and we're going to talk about hits worth turking for. The other day I talked about how you can make $50 a day on MTurk. It is possible, it takes a lot of work, but you got to make sure you're doing the right task. And if you have no idea what Amazon MTurk is, it's operated by Amazon, and people can hop on and ask you to do quick little tasks. So for example, you could see on this list here that there's a variety of options here. So you have shopping receipts down here. There's over 1,000 of them, and extract general data and items from a shopping receipt will pay 7 cents, and you can preview these and it'll show you what you need to do. And a lot of times these only take a couple seconds, and for every action you complete, then you'll get paid. So a lot of times they don't take long. So I know it says 8 cents here, but it might only take you a minute or two. But the problem is there's a lot of these that aren't worth your time. So the question is, how do you find tasks that are worth your time? Because the good ones go fast. And what I'm going to talk about today is how you can find the best, what are known as hits, which are these tasks. And these are free resources. And if you bookmark these, I'll promise you that you can find some of the best hits online right now. As always, in every video, I like to be 100% honest. So with that being said, let's begin. All right, starting at number 1 is MTurkCrowd.com. This is a forum that's one of my favorites simply because they have daily work threads. And in these threads, members will open up a thread for the day, and those continue to add hits throughout the day. At the beginning of the day, these posts can get pretty long. So for example, yesterday's was over 6 pages long. So let's click on it and I'll show you what they do here. Whenever you browse a thread, just start scrolling until you see someone post a hit here, and you'll be able to see the reward, the qualifications required, and so forth. So for example, this one, you would average about $13.93 an hour. That says is the pay is fair. And granted, you're not going to make that $13 doing this, but in this case, it's a 10-cent reward that for the time that it takes you, you would average that $13.93 if you were to continue to do that specific task for an hour, if that makes sense. And keep going, you'll have them here. This one is a $13 an hour average reward, $16.11. So keep scrolling. These keep adding throughout the day, and generally they do a very good job only posting the good ones 99% of the time. They will be good, but you just have to be fast. So if you find that you click on it and it's gone, the good ones do go fast, like I said. But I'm going to link this one as well as all the other options in the description. You can bookmark these and keep going through, and if you're fast enough, you can easily make $10-20+ a day just focusing on the good ones, as long as you do that and avoid the low paying hits. Next one is Mturkform.com. They're just as popular as that MTurkCrowd I just mentioned. Give you more opportunity to find additional hits, and they have a great hits section, and those are the daily hits for the day. So for example, yesterday's Monday had 25. That was a pretty busy day. You can see this Thursday at 23, 27, and you'll just click on these, and when you do so, it's going to list the ones that are going to be worth your time. So this one right here is a 13-minute job. That's with writing, you get paid $5 or $4. I'm sorry, $1.60 for this one, $2 for this one. It only takes you 6 minutes. So you see this administrators posting a lot of the short ones that are going to pay pretty quick. So you can even chat and ask questions if need be. And again, you're going to have to be fast with these because the good ones usually go fast. This is another one that's $2, and each hit you can see posts a ton of information, such as the title, the requester, as well as the pay and whatnot. And again, if you combine these as well as with the other ones I mentioned, you can make an okay side chunk of change. It's one of the best ways to make money online right now. But you're not going to get rich, but you can easily make $10+ a day. But you just need to make sure you're again doing the right hits on the platform. Turkview.com. This is probably the most popular one on the list I'm going to mention here. Again, they have daily threads, and you can look at it. These are huge. Yesterday alone had 543 replies on this one, 490, 625. This one's going to be one you have to put high on your list. And again, I have no particular order. They're all different in their own way. Some are kind of slow, but you just want to check out each one because they do all offer their own value. And you'll see if we clicked on yesterday's, we can scroll through, and a lot of times you'll see in here there's just a lot of chats, and sometimes they won't have a lot of hits. There'll be more chatting, but in this case you just got to scroll down and look for something that looks like this. So for example, this is a $38 an hour average. This was a $2.40 survey that was posted yesterday. Again, you'd have to be fast, and it says you just have to have the qualifications. So if you just started, you might not qualify for a lot of this. So in this case, you need at least 500 hits approved. You need your approval rate to be more than 98%, and you need to be in the United States. So that's not too hard because you can get these hits pretty quick. So you keep going down. We see $27 an hour, $11 an hour. This one's not as good. It's $5 an hour. Again, underpaid, so they do a good job at it. And just keep scrolling through until you see these. And if any of them make sense, just click on that link there. It's going to take you right to the Turk page. And the thing is, again, even though there's 28 pages down here and you click through, you can see that you can keep scrolling and they do have the links here. So right here, if I were to do these and I was refreshing throughout the day, I have $2, $4, $2. That's already $8 right there in a couple surveys that are generous right here, generous, as well as fair. And these are only going to take 3 minutes of my time, 3 minutes of my time. This one, 15 minutes of my time. But again, that's $4. So clicking through, again, you're going to see how easy it is to make that money on this platform. And the last one I want to mention is the MTurk subreddit, as well as hits worth turking for. But this one, the MTurk, is usually a little more popular, and you can scroll down and you'll see that they will have this daily discussions, and you can click on it. But oftentimes people will talk about some popular ones that are up for the days, as well as ones to avoid. So that, for example, this person says to avoid this person, people are commenting on it, and other people just ask questions about the platform. But I found a lot of opportunities in the daily discussion, but also if you make it a habit is to check these subreddits, you can see like this one on the hits worth turking for. They're going to post more of just the hits worth turking for. So for example, it's not as active, but you could see that if you check in for that day, you'll see 1 or 2 a day. It's not the best, but I just want to list it there. Again, most of your action is going to be in that daily discussion. Click on that and you'll see that some people will recommend options. So for example, if you keep going down, scrolling down, some people will say what they've been doing. So this person's been doing these lab hits. It's not great pay, but it's not disagreeable work. One thing I've noticed is that there's an awful lot of dead animal pictures or something that's not usual or whatever, but you can get some little snippets here that what people are doing to make their money. So again, check that out and bookmark all of these. These are all great ways to make $10, $20 a day with Amazon MTurk. You just have to make sure you're fast, because the good ones do go fast. And make sure you're doing ones that are worth your time. Again, try to shoot for those $10 to $15 an hour average hits, and try to go for more for those $30 ones. They do exist, and these are all resources that can help you out. All those forums and resources are great ways to find hits worth turking for, but there are other couple tips I just wanted to mention really quick to maximize your earnings. So whether you're new or you're experienced, I've applied these tips to myself, and it's helped me earn $10, $20 a day. And make sure you get to 1,000 hits. First thing you want to do is focus on your stats. Since requesters often put a large emphasis on how many hits you complete as well as your acceptance rate, it's important to get these stats up ASAP. The first 1,000 hits may be low paying, but consider it like starting at the bottom of the ladder corporate world, and make sure you focus on the acceptance rate, because that's just as popular. And another thing is just look at the qualifications. So you're going to notice that a lot will require you to have a certain number of hits or certain acceptance rate. However, this isn't always the case, but that's going to be important as you work on this platform. You'll notice that a lot you don't qualify for because you need so many hits. And check the requester ratings before you even start a hit. Make sure you know their rating. You can do this by highlighting the company's name to see both the activity level as well as the approval rate. And generally, as long as the rate's higher than 98% and the activity rate's high, you shouldn't have much to worry about. Just be wary of those ones with low numbers. And another thing I want to talk about is use keywords to your advantage. At any given time, there could be 1,000 hits available. And while that number may seem high, there's a lot of junk to weed through. In my personal experience, I found if you use keywords such as short, bonus, a minute, that'll narrow it down to jobs that only take a minute or so to complete. And bonuses are also good because it can add more money in your pocket. And lastly, sort by created. A lot of Turkers make the mistake of sorting hits by the money you make. While this is fine, a high-paying hit doesn't mean it's worth your time. What if that $1 hit? That takes you 30 minutes to complete. Instead of sorting by value, I like to see when the fresh ones are popped up. So you usually, that gives you the opportunity to act on it fast, because if it's been rotting there, it may not be, again, worth your time. And then know what your value is worth. The standard pay standard, try to shoot for at least 10 cents a minute, or shoot for $10, $15 an hour at a minimum on average. If you can do that, you can do good. I hope all those forums and subreddits can help you make more on the platform. You just got to be smart. And the more you use it, the better you get at it. It's just your job to make a habit of checking on these websites every day. They do a pretty good job at updating. And try to just make a goal. If you want to make $10, that can be it, or $20, that could be it. That's what a lot of people do. And once you hit it, you're done for the day. So for now, if you want to comment on any other resources you use or comments or whatnot, you can do so in the comments below. And as always, check out LetsDollar.com. I keep adding content, keep adding videos. I just like to inform. That's why I created the channel. I hope it helps you. As always, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. It always helps me out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.